Hi, I am Chen from Alpha Group. This is my final presentation. This is the context. We can see SFO ranked the 7th best airport in the US and something about ASQ. And it wants to be the champion ranked by international and premium passengers. So we need to improve its customer satisfaction performance. We choose data of customers who answer yes to Q22, which is, are you traveling 100,000 miles per year? Also, we filtered customers who wrote 4 to 9 for the question -GO as the international traveler. From the frame questions we put forward, we want to know details of the ratings of each categories. We want to increase the overall rating of target group, the premium and international travelers. We want to bring raters of 1 and 2 up to at least 4. For most ratings that are 3 and 4, we're gonna find out why they are not 5. Well, as for the process, first we perform factor analysis on Q7A to Q7N, the 14 variables, revealing 3 factors. Instead of these detailed questions from questionnaire, we got to know that transportation, airport service, and airport assistance are factors that impact customer satisfaction. The results of premium and international travelers are the same. Then we used multivariate fit model to check the impact of each questions. As we found for international travelers, food, signs, screens, stores, Wi-Fi, and long-term parking had the biggest impact. Their p-value are smaller than 0.05. As for premium traveler, their food, stores, screens, park, and long-term parking. Signs are vital to international travelers because their routes are more complicated. They need clear signs, and they care about Wi-Fi, maybe because they are supposed to arrive earlier to the airport and spend more time there. Next, decision tree. We want to know more about high raters. We regarded customers who rated Q70 4+ as 1, while the rest as 0. As I mentioned, routes of international travelers are more complicated. For high raters who are international travelers, their rating for information on screen and monitors had the biggest split and impact. We did the same thing on premium travelers. For them, ratings for stores had the biggest split. Technique 4, K-means cluster. There are 3 clusters based on satisfaction rating among international travelers. Cluster 1, the green one, has the average over 4 for customer overall satisfaction. The overall satisfaction of Cluster 2 is about 3.5, having space for us to improve. Cluster 3 particularly has the lowest satisfaction for SFO. As a result, Cluster 3 is our primary target and Cluster 2 is our secondary target. Also, as we research each cluster's demographics, well, these tabulations are in the appendix of our final report. As we research each cluster demographics, especially Cluster 2 and 3, we found that most low raters were aged 55 to 64. United International and Air Canada were the most popular airlines for those in Class 2 and 3. The most popular destination for them was Hong Kong. Men were more likely to give lower ratings, maybe because they care more about parking, and the majority of them spoke English. For premium travelers, Cluster 3 is the highest raters, since Cluster 1, the red circle, has a small group of travelers, we combined Class 1 and Class 2 to focus on improving their scores. We found that most of these low raters were aged 45 to 54. United is the most popular airline. Chicago, Hong Kong, Toronto, and Seattle were popular destinations. Still, men were more likely to give lower ratings. English is the main language of this group. Then we draw arguments. Argument 1. Parking improvements. From the process part, we got insights saying parking impact on the satisfaction. This table gave us the insight that we should pay attention for parking facilities because you can find that Q7K of 2016 dropped most compared to 2016. Plus, parking is an issue at most airports, and long-term parking can get expensive for international travelers. So we should study what was different in their parking arrangements that may have cost drops in ratings and improve it. Argument 2. Retail shops and restaurants. Premium and international travelers spend more time in airports, so having good stores and food to please waiting travelers is very important. From the research, we found older men rated low. Yeah, totally understand, like cosmetic stores are most common airport stores. So we should get to know the preferences of them and tailor something for them. Argument 3. Signage. Sign was mentioned many times in the process part. SFO is becoming a more global airport. For those low raters of signage, most of them were traveling to Hong Kong and Shanghai. You know, there are so many Asians in San Francisco, especially Chinese people. So we suggest SFO add signs in Chinese and prepare for other languages. And we should track the changes to see if this works. If this benefits travelers. For the conclusions, with the above intelligence and insights, we come up with 3 business rules for immediate implementation. First, SFO must improve their parking facilities as well as the long-term parking. Second, retail stores and restaurants should be optimized and updated. Like stores and food should fit into demographic of older men. Third, SFO should consider having more signages in additional languages. Thank you.